Hey, good day, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Andrew's Life. On this video, I will be driving through one of the working class communities here in Evansville, Indiana. Now, this side of town I'm going to be doing a video on is going to be the south side of Evansville, I believe. I mean, this is either going to be the south side or the east side or the southeast side. I'm not exactly sure what this side of town is considered. So somebody leave a comment below. Right now I'm driving down Spring. I'm driving down Spring Street right now. Now in this community, as I said a minute ago, this is going to be your working class community. A lot of these houses around this neighborhood, a lot of these houses in this community are going to be smaller to average size. I mean, we'll run into a few that are a little bigger and fancier than most in the area. But for the most part, for those of you that are earning a quote-unquote working class income, and you're looking for a decent place to live here in Evansville, I mean, you may not have the money or want to spend the money to live in a more expensive community here in Evansville, but you don't necessarily want to be around the corner from the hood either. Well, for those of you that are in that in-between category when it comes to housing, this is going to be your video. Now, I would say the average cost of a house in this community that's turnkey move-in ready is going to run you $130,000. Now, there were a couple of houses in this neighborhood that are currently on the MLS that appear to be turnkey move-in ready that are currently for sale for around the $120,000 and above range. Now, there are houses in the area that, if you have at least if you have, let's say, I would say in this community, if you have at least $100,000, then you'll be safe coming around here and looking at some houses. But if you want something that's a little nicer, like when I say nicer, if you want something that has, let's say, a bigger yard, then I would say around here you're going to be looking at least $120,000. Now, in this area, I mean, the houses are going to be significantly smaller compared to some of the older communities I've done videos on in this city. However, your yard sizes are going to be a little bigger, and the houses are going to be a little more spread out. I mean, for the most part around here, you're not going to be neck to neck with your neighbors like you would in some of the lower price communities I've done videos on. And of course, this is the type of community that if you purchase a home in this community, it's like I said, there's nothing fancy about this area, nothing fancy, nothing special. I mean, you're most likely not going to gain no bragging rights amongst your peers because you live here. This appears to be just a solid working class community to where you can raise your children and not have to worry about your kids coming home talking about they're enjoying some gain. Or you have to find out through the local police department that your kid done got in trouble because he done enjoying some gain and he decided to go out here and rob a store or some crazy shit. So this is a type of community where, at least from my appearance anyway, this seems to be the type of community to where if you got children and you want them to be raised right, and you want them to be among people who are decent people, just decent, normal, working class people, this is going to most likely be the community you're going to want to live in. I mean, this is the type of community that when you come home, for those of you that don't have kids, that might be single or whatever, this is also the type of community that when you come home from work or you come home from a vacation, chances are pretty good that your house is going to be the same as you left it. You're not going to come home and find out that someone then came through and stripped you of your copper. This is the type of area where however you leave your house before you take your trip to go visit your loved ones is how it's going to be when you come home. However your house may have been before you took off for work to work that 10-hour shift is how it's going to be when you come home from that 10-hour shift. I mean, some of these houses right here, I'm going to go ahead and drive by them. Some of these houses are very small. I mean, like, there's a couple of houses I'm looking at right now that are very small. I mean, they're small, plain Jane, and straight to the point. Then you got a couple of houses like these that are slightly larger, slightly fancier in the construction, but still not anything overbearing. this guy go by me here. Now here you got a row of houses that are small. Now these houses are a little closer in together than what I would want personally. But these houses, they're real small. They're straight to the point. I mean, once again, I guess if you're on a super tight budget and you're wanting to purchase something or perhaps even rent something in a safe community, I mean, in this area, rental prices, I would think anyway, would be reasonable. If you're looking to purchase, I mean, like I said, these houses around here are real small. They're small, straight to the point type of houses. Now, there's one house up the street here, which you guys most likely won't be able to see. But there's a house up the street here that's got some solar on top of the roof. I'm not sure how much of that house is being powered by solar. But one advantage of buying a smaller home is if you're into the whole green type of deal, or you're into the whole, be as self-sufficient as possible type of deal. I mean, one advantage of buying a smaller home is it's going to be that much easier for you to convert your regular electric. It's going to be easier for you to go from using electric and gas to all solar, possibly. Now, granted, it's going to cost you a small fortune to do that, but the smaller the house, the less it's going to run for you to do that. Now, although here in Evansville, it does get cold, and they do get snow. Not as much snow here in Evansville as in other parts of Indiana. And when it comes to the days of sun here in Evansville gets an average of 204 days of sun per year, which is basically the national average of sun that many places in the country receive. Now, here in Indiana, 204 days of sun per year, I would say is above average for Indiana, because many parts of Indiana, you might get anywhere from 180 to 190 days of sun per year. So I would say here in southern Indiana, the average amount of sun that you get in southern Indiana, in many parts of southern Indiana, is going to be around a couple hundred days a year, which is going to be 10 to 20 days more of sun on average than what you're going to get in northern or mid Indiana. Alright, folks. I am driving down Blackford Avenue, crossing over Spring Street. Yeah, I would say this community is fairly nice. I mean, you know, if I wanted to live in Evansville, this would be the type of community that I would probably look at. I mean, it's nice. I mean, this area is nice. I mean, it's nice and neat. Most people around here appear to keep their property and their yards up. And let's see which way I want to go. I think I'm gonna go this way. Like also in some of these communities like this, your streets are gonna be a little wider. Now around here, some of these houses do get a little bigger. And the price, of course, is gonna get higher. So I'm gonna turn around here and go the other way, because this video is a working class video. But this will give you guys a general idea of some of the communities that are going to surround the more working class communities here in Evansville, Indiana. Like the communities I'm showing you guys right now. I mean, you go down the street, this is going to be the type of community that you're going to end up in. It's not going to be like some of the other parts of Evansville to where one street might be decent, but then when you go down the street, you're off in the hood. See, this is the type of community that if you go down the street, then you'll run into some upscale communities with the mini mansions and all that good stuff. And now we're gonna come back into the working class section of Evansville. I mean, as you guys will notice, the houses are gonna get smaller again. And man, looks like people are moving. Yeah, they're moving. Yuck. I mean, I hate moving. It's a pain. And here we are, back in the working class section of Evansville. Alright folks, I'm gonna jump back on Washington Avenue. I am getting off of Brookside. And I'm at the 28-minute mark on my video, so I'm getting real close to the end of the video. So I'm going to take this opportunity to thank everybody for watching, and remember to leave comments and subscribe below, and thumbs up if you like the video. And again, I appreciate everybody watching and being and interacting with these videos. Let's keep going straight here. Yeah, I think you guys get the point of this video, so I'm gonna end it in a minute here. All right, folks, everybody have a blessed one. Thanks for watching. See you guys on the next video.